We have a couple clips of Trump speaking in Pennsylvania, saying some horrendous things, even for his own lack of character, with the usual misinformation and delusional ramblings as well. But let's start with what might be the most disgusting statement, not only of the whole rally, but of his whole campaign.
To inundate Pennsylvania communities, changing the character of small towns and villages all over our country and changing them forever. They will never be the same. They will never be. Do you think Springfield will ever be the same? I don't think. The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get him the hell out. You have to get him out. I'm sorry. To get him out. Can't have it. Can't have it. They've destroyed it.
To clarify here for everyone, these immigrants in Springfield he's talking about came here legally, and they did so at a time when the population in Springfield was on a decline. They were feeling the drastic effects of post-pandemic labor force shock, and after these Haitian immigrants migrated legally, again, remember legally, the local economy then boomed. Business owners were especially happy having their positions filled. New businesses opened as well. And as we know now, the claims that Trump makes about eating pets is a complete lie. It's completely unfounded. So what Trump is talking about here is deporting legal immigrants for nothing. Just because. Something J.D. Vance has signaled too, as we've now covered multiple times, and Trump is coming out and admitting that he's going to go after legal immigrants, citing the need to get them out. The basis being unfounded lies, as they've legally immigrated and helped the economy, but yet he needs to get them out. Now, I don't know what's more disturbing, him saying that or the fact that the crowd was chanting, "Send them back." You let me know which one in the comments.
And for all the suburban households paying high property taxes here in Pennsylvania, I will restore the SALT deduction. Do you know what that is? SALT deduction. You will. To save you thousands of dollars. Maybe I shouldn't bother with, but that's a good one, but you guys don't know what the hell it is. That's a good one.
SALT is the state and local tax deduction. It allows you to deduct your state and property taxes from your federal taxes, but it's kind of weird that he's talking about this because he's the one who capped SALT at $10,000, where before there was no limit to what you could deduct. Effectively, he was phasing it out, as then it would altogether expire in 2025 under his tax plan. So he's part of the reason that it's been lowered and is going away. But now he's pretending that he will save it, probably because, as he said, he knows that they don't know what he's talking about. MAGA only cares about the buzzwords like immigration and tariffs, but also it primarily only helps those making over six figures anyway. So it's not like a tax cut for the middle or lower class, or that these working families are going to really realize.
It's our fault because it's a war that should have never been allowed to happen, and we had the power that it would never have happened.
This is Trump talking about the Russia-Ukraine war and echoing some very Kremlin-esque pro-Putin talking points, which with the way that Russia has infiltrated the right, especially in his behalf before, and now as we see with their media, this is scary to hear from a potential presidential candidate or presidential nominee. He's saying it's not the dictator's fault for invading a sovereign country. It's not the dictator's fault. We can't blame him. We have to blame America. To be clear here, also, we had no power in any of this. I mean, the power that we had was acting after Putin invaded Crimea and preventing him from going full on into Ukraine. That was the power we had to prevent this, not like anything else or allowing Putin to annex Crimea, because the reason that we defend Ukraine is we're upholding a deal from the 90s called the Budapest Memorandum, in which Ukraine agreed to stop nuclear production and that we would protect them if they were ever invaded for that deal. And Russia also signed this on their behalf, saying that they would prohibit from using military force against Ukraine. So again, us defending Ukraine is not only upholding a deal we made, but not allowing Russia to freely break that deal in dictatorial fashion and think that they can just claim a sovereign country back as their own. So what are we supposed to do here? Trump literally wants us to hand this land over to Putin and go, whoopsies, because he's in Putin's pocket. But now I mean, they fully have invaded Ukraine. Like, we have to uphold our side of the deal. And it also, as our position as leader of the free world, we should probably protect smaller sovereign countries from their more aggressive, bigger countries, or this sets a terrible precedence around the world.
For a long time, she's been talking about her experience at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's over the French fries. It was so hot. I think I'm going to go to a McDonald's next week someplace. I'm going to go, might not be in your place. I'm going to go to a McDonald's and I'm going to work the French fry job for about a half an hour.
To use this as a publicity stunt, first off, is not only insulting to the people who actually have to do that job, as he's kind of degrading it, but he also wouldn't last 5 minutes working a real job. Like, let's be all the way for real here. He's never had to have one before, and he'd blow up the second that a customer wasn't nice to him, nor could he handle the actual conditions of working. And I don't know who wants to tell him, but it's actually refreshing to have a candidate that can relate to working non-desirable jobs, because that's kind of what you have to do sometimes when you aren't handed a golden spoon as a child. So it's funny that he's trying to like jab at her for that as well. But $20 says he doesn't go at all. Or if he does, he absolutely doesn't do the actual job. He just like hands out the French fries or something and gets a couple pictures, because everyone knows that he couldn't handle a real job, especially one with the title of President of the United States.